the championship.
I don't see the Aces losing. I do not.
Okay.
But it so then it goes back to when we talked about it before. Who is your MVP? Because now I still say that I would be perfectly okay with there being co-MVPs. That's me. Nobody on earth agrees with me when I say this, so don't even worry. Not even my. So I spoke to it with my daughters and in the carpool, and her teammate didn't agree with me. My daughters didn't agree with me. I was like, oh, you can't have co-MVPs. You have to pick one. I'm like, why you have to do one? They're both like the way that Napheesa Colliers and Aja has been playing. I would be fine with both of them. I can't pick one over the other. They both have been magnificent. Like, not just really good, but magnificent. So how do you pick one over the other? Tell me, Joe.
I do. I disagree with you, Ton. I don't think it's as close as people think. I think what happened was after the first half, Aces played so poorly, and no question, the first half MVP was Napheesa Collier. There's no undebatable.
Okay.
And when you set a narrative early on, and then you find out, well, you know what? Napheesa Collier missed a bunch of games, but when she missed the games, they went 7-5 in her absence. When Aja Wilson missed games, they went 1-3. In other words, Minnesota could make the playoffs without Napheesa Collier, as incredible as she is. But when you're talking about Aja Wilson, to win the last 17 games, to put your team on your back from the number 9 seed to reach the number 2 seed, and their record, which people say is different, when they play, it's actually almost identical. They're one game apart. When they play, the disparity in the record is because they did well in the games that Napheesa Collier didn't play. And so I even removed that best player from best team nonsense, which I always felt is nonsense. But look, number one in points, number one in blocks per game, number one in defensive rating, number one in offensive win shares, number one in defensive win shares, number one in PER, that's player efficiency rating. All the advanced stats show up with all the things that Aja Wilson does. So I believe that in most years, Napheesa Collier would win an MVP. Maybe even Alyssa Thomas would win an MVP. Let's just shout out for someone who has 9 rebounds and 9 assists as well. But this year, Aja Wilson is the MVP, and we're not used to it because she had the best year in WNBA history last year. So then she set a standard, which is ridiculous. But in my mind, it isn't as close as others think.
That was a good. That was good. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna stick to that. I wouldn't mind if it was co-MVPs. I'm gonna stick to that. But you made a good argument. So how about this? Why don't we go to a quick break? And I'm very excited about our guests. They have so much that I want to talk to her about, and it goes from just the over policing, the people cannot even talk about the topic without fearing that they're going to lose their jobs, no matter in what frame they have in discussing the topic. So it's crazy because after they fired Jimmy King,
Jimmy Kimmel.
Now the lady got me all. I'm fumbling even trying to say it right.
Yeah.
Now that they fired Jimmy Kimmel, thank you to the lady who called in, said I got the name wrong. Trump went on and said, "Oh, that was great," and now we have 2 more people that we need to fire. That are, I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. I'm like, wow, you don't even want things discussed, just like you don't want Epstein files discussed. You want us to move away from that, but that's why the people who are the opposition have to keep discussing it. It cannot go silent because that is literally what they want. They want to put fear in everyone that you even talk about this topic, that you might lose your job, like they've done with Palestine, like they've done with the genocide. And, it's happening. And people should worry about the way that everyone is so scared to even talk. I have people that come up to me all the time, Chuck. Literally, I'm at my girls' volleyball game. Literally, I'm in the grocery store. Shout out to Wegmans. Love Wegmans. I'm at the car wash. And people come up to me and say, hey, I love the stuff that you post. I'm scared to even like it. But I love the stuff that you post. I'm like, you're scared to even like it. That's where we are in society.
Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? It's the Israeli playbook, which you just mentioned, If you get people fearful to speak, say Israel, when you're talking about genocide, call it anti-Semitism. So Trump is using a very well-worn playbook and trying to changed the communication in the media itself. And we could get into that another time because TikTok is about to be bought off and other media is about to be bought off. So they're trying to change the information itself.
They definitely are. So let's go to a quick break and we'll be back with our guest, Dr. Angel Jones. I cannot wait. Let's go to a break and we'll be back with more of The Collision with Sports and Politics.